Good afternoon, folks, and welcome again to the start or the restart of our Transformation Tuesdays series. We are so excited to start back again. We're out of COVID, or basically almost out of COVID. And so now, what we want to be doing as we continue to build successful businesses is to highlight some really awesome entrepreneurs who are building their businesses. So today, I have with me Rushane Somas from Somas Furnishing. I met this young man in our Vision Achievers program, and I'm very excited to have you here, Rushane.
It's a pleasure to be here, Coach.
Awesome, awesome. And you see him already calling me coach, right? So, Rushane, Somas Furnishing. Tell us a little about it. It bears your name, but tell me about your business, how it got
Mhm.
started, etc. Tell me about your business first.
All right. So the business was Summers Furnishing was started by my dad, Mr. Timothy Summers, when he was just 16 years old in 1989. So a little over 30 years ago. All right. So my dad started the business at a pretty young age. He was very passionate about what he was doing within the woodworking field. Right.
Mhm.
And he did an amazing job. He took it very far to see the humble beginnings that my dad to see the humble beginnings that my dad came from and to where he brought the business to is truly humbling, right? And it's nothing short of inspiration, right? So this guy has been a total motivation for me over the years, and I just want to take the mantle from him and take the business to the next level. So Summers Furnishing is really a contract manufacturing. We mainly specialize in cabinetry and closets. So whenever our contractors and real estate developers want to build out cabinetry and closets for their units and their developments, they come to Summers Furnishing because Summers Furnishing provides the best quality work within the shortest possible time.
Awesome, awesome. So remind me, how long have you been in business? Your father said you said he started it when he was 16. So how long have you been in business now?
We've been in business since 1989. So if I'm not wrong, that would be about
Wow.
33 years now.
Wow.
Right.
And so you are
So way
second
before I was
gen.
even born.
Yeah. So you're a
Exactly.
second gen in the
Exactly.
business.
I am. I am. I'm the firstborn, and I'm the one that really and truly, I'm an IT guy. But when I saw
Mm-hmm.
that my dad needed help within the business, there are certain things that I'm better at than he is, and he is better at than I am. So I jumped into the business. I wasn't really passionate about business at all. But when I started helping out my dad and I'm seeing the fruits of our labor, then that's when I started becoming very passionate about business and about taking Summers Furnishing to the next level.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things people may not realize is that Rushane is only 25, So just like his dad started it when he was young, Rushane has jumped in and he's a young businessman himself, but really has embraced it. So Rushane, tell us a little bit about who
Actually,
is your target audience for your products. Yes. Did I get the age wrong, Rushane?
actually, coach, it's 24, not 25. I just turned
24, you see,
24 in
I'm
June.
making him older than he really is. But I'm just so inspired by him. So 24, awesome. And you have been winning so many awards.
Right.
We'll talk about the awards later on. But I want to make sure that we let
Okay.
everybody know about So Much Furnishings, target market, give us the range of products that you offer, etc. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, as I mentioned earlier, Summers Furnishing is really a contract furniture manufacturer. So we
Mm-hmm.
produce a lot of furniture, but on a large scale basis. All right. So we do a lot of custom works for our retail clients too as well. But our ideal target audience are those contractors that do a lot of units, right? Because we have the capacity to build a lot within a short time, right? We do a lot of custom work for retail clients and private residences across the island too as well. So that's really our main target audience at this time. Eventually, we want to start building our own brands of furniture and marketing that to
Mm-hmm.
the wider retail market and possibly exporting to as well.
Mm-hmm. But your main focus, as you said, is the larger work, the contract work, bigger jobs.
Right. Right. That's our main target at this time.
That's your main target audience. Now, I met you, as I said, in Vision Achievers, which is our Action Club program that we run with Scotiabank as a sponsor. And, I've been working with Scotiabank now for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And every year, 25 businesses have to pitch to be a part of that program with us. So it's a group coaching program. And you were one of the lucky ones to get in, Rushane. And lo and behold, you didn't just get
Right.
into the program, but you
Right.
also were one. So this is the full 25, the cohort. But I want to let everybody know that not only did you just get in, you were one of the top
Right.
3 winners. There you are with the others who won as well. And then,
Right.
in addition to that, you are also the winner of the Transformation Award. So, Rushane,
Yes.
not only are you 24, join your father's company after 30 odd years, you were a techie before, you decide you're going to jump into business, you come into it, you pitched to be a part of the program, and then you won all these awards. And trust me, folks, is enough prizes to get, right? I could see Rushane every time he was going up and he was getting all of these prizes. So Rushane, you're a winner as everyone else is, but you specially the Transformation Award. So Rushane, in order to have won those awards, you had to have done things. So what has been
Right.
the greatest impact of the coaching on your business?
Right. Um, I must say, the Scotiabank Vision Achiever and working with you, coach, has been tremendous. It has been nothing short of amazing. Um, but it might sound a bit cliche, but the most transformational thing that took place within that coaching with you guys was really me, right? The change in mindset that took place, that was the real transformation. Because if I didn't change my mindset towards how business actually works and how to reach our actual vision, then there's no way I could have made so much transformation within just 17 weeks, coach. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So really and truly is the mindset. How we think, it's how we go about doing business. That was the most transformational for me. Because even if, let's say, Summers Furnishing is not successful, which I'm pretty confident that it will be, is a mindset change. I'm a pretty entrepreneurial person. I have a ton of ideas every single day. And it's the mindset that's what's important. If Summers Furnishing doesn't work out, I'm pretty sure I'll be successful in something else because of the mindset change that took place at the Scotiabank Vision Achiever program with you guys.
So what that says to me, one of the things we say in coaching, folks, is that coaching is about shifting your thinking. And that's just confirmation that you got from Rushane. Young as he was, a business that existed for 30 odd years, he recognized that in order for things to change, for them to go to the next level, he had to first change. So I'm going to say, folks, the learning is so important. And I watched Rushane just shift throughout that program. So, Rushane, you had to go through that aspect of
Right.
shifting your mindset. So, that shifting of mindset preceded the things that you had to take. So, what were some of the 1 or 2 actions that you had to take within your business that made such a transformational difference?
Right. So one of the things about coaching is that the things we're learning were truly impactful, right?
Mhm.
But I think the most important thing about coaching and working with you, coach, is being held accountable, right? Getting those little home funds every week. and being held accountable for those things. I think that was the most impactful thing because,
Mhm.
I mean, some of the things that were taught, it wasn't new to us. We all of the entrepreneurs
Mhm.
um, within the Vision Achiever program are all very smart people with different types of backgrounds, right? The things we're learning were not necessarily new, but being held accountable to those objectives that we've set every week, I think that was the most impactful thing, right?
Mhm.
I believe that that's truly what it was. Coaching is not about learning anything new. It's about having a partner that understands you, understands your business, and helps you get there by holding you accountable. And that's what's important.
So importantly, folks, coaching is also about learning new things. And Rushane did. But what I also want to say is that learning without action will always stay.
Right.
I know, I think there's a delay, but it's okay, Rushane. You and I are talking at our pace and people are following us, right? So, one of the things is
Right.
that, Rushane, you know that if you just learn and you take no action, I always say that's delusion. So, what were some of the actions apart from being held accountable and shifting mindset?
Mhm.
You can't get the results unless you actually change things that you were doing. So, what were two major shifts or changes that you made in your business?
Right. One of the major changes our actions that we took was really how we looked at our team, right? I remember when I remember one of the sessions, coach corrected me because I kept speaking about their employees as employees or laborers or workers, and coach instantaneously corrected me and said it's the team, right? Because really and truly, that's what it is. You have to look at your team. You have to look at your team as a cohesive network of people that help you to achieve your vision, right? That's important. You cannot be looking at your employees as just employees and that's it. It's a team. These are people that you could not and will not achieve your vision without them. So my mindset changed completely when it came on to that and how I looked at the team members and how I treated them throughout that too as well. That's one of the first things. The second thing was how we really approach our whole entire manufacturing process. One
Mhm.
of the things coach taught us was one of the important things is putting systems in place to ensure that we spend less time working in the business and working on the business, right? I can remember at one point we had almost no employees at all, and my siblings and my dad and I were in the shop working, getting things done because we wanted to meet deadlines for our clients, right? Working up to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? And I was saying to myself, and I kept saying to my dad, this cannot be it, right? This cannot be it. We need to put something in place to ensure that things move much faster because entrepreneurs, of course, it's hard, right? But there must be a smarter way to get things done. So I just did some introspection and look at how we currently do things and say, how can we possibly do this any better? And then it came to me that the way or we manufacture our products right now is probably the most inefficient way that we're doing it, right? So I did some planning and realized that we needed to specialize the labor. Okay, previously, or make each, let's say a customer comes to us for a cabinet and needs a cabinet. Usually, we'd have one very skilled woodworker on the team that would build that cabinet from start to finish, right? That's not sustainable at all, and it cannot scale a business that operates like that, right? So we had to specialize every single thing within the process. And when we specialize, we realize that we do not need as much skilled people. right? And that posed a problem for us. Coach, I'm sure you remember that every week of the program, I was sort of complaining about not having enough workers, not CAD finding experienced people, and all of that. So it was the change was phenomenal. The change was phenomenal. So we realized that we didn't need as much experienced people, and we started onboarding apprentices and training them. And instead of training taking literally years to learn what you need to learn to build an entire cabinet, it took just 3 months, right? And not only that, not only the training process um, shortened tremendously, it was really our capacity increased by more than 400%, right? The change when we made the change the week, we produced 4 cabinets within that week itself. Previously, we could have only produced 1 cabinet per month, right? Per person, per team member, right? So the change was phenomenal, coach. The change was phenomenal.
Excellent. So what I hear, we always say systems run a business and people run the systems. So what I also hear is that you also had to train the people. So one of the things you leverage in business is people and education. So the training, getting the right people on board, and then delivery and distribution and systems and technology. So you put the systems in, and you notice Rushane was quoting some numbers, testing and measuring everything. But what I also loved about what you said
Important.
here, Rushane, is that you looked at a business that had been around for a long time, and you came in with a view that, no, sir, we have to work smarter, man. You can't be just slogging all these long hours. So you shifted that mindset, recognizing that change had to come. But then you also had to now become that leader. So tell me about that transformation that you underwent.
So, so I'm big on personal development, right? If you knew me about 3 or 4 years ago, you would have thought I was a complete different person. I was a bit timid. I wasn't outspoken at all. I was very shy, and so I'm big on personal development. Over the years, I've fell in love with it, and developing as a person is important to me, right? But during the coaching program with Scotiabank Vision Achievers, um, I would have said I was a pretty outspoken person, maybe not as the others, right? But what one thing that the program taught me was really how can I be the leader that this business needs in order to achieve our vision, right?
Mhm.
So I read the books, I listened to coach, and I implemented. But what I realized was most important was that is how, as I said before, is how we looked at our team, right? We have to be a bit empathetic towards our team. Previously, I was usually a very transactional person. I was a pretty fair and honest person. So I believe that if you do your work, you get paid fairly for it, and that's it. There's no need for any interpersonal relationship. Just so it as a waste of time, right? To be frank with you, that's how I thought. But then I realized, as a small business, these are the people that will help you to achieve your vision, right? You have to treat these people well. You might believe that their problems are not yours, but really and truly it is. If you want to make them believe that you care for them, and you really have to care for them, you have to show interest in their problems and not just interests that are related to work, right? So that's one of the things that I realized, that in becoming a leader that so much furnishing needs, I needed to become a much better person, becoming much more empathetic towards our team. So that was important, and that was a great change that happened within the business and myself too as well.
Boy, Rasheen, it's so wonderful to listen to you. So, folks, you recognizing this is not a new business. This is 30 odd years of growth, of being there. He joined, he learned, he made the changes. I can't believe he's still only 24. And that, he became the leader that his team needed. And Rushane, I think that's one of the biggest things that, yes, you did so much for the business, but for me, that's what we want to see in Action Coach. We're about business growth. And that means building and helping to coach and to build amazing business leaders and business and teams in the business. And that's what we have done with you. And that's what you are doing with your team members. And so I'm
Right.
just really, really proud of you, Rushane. I mean, just seeing you get those awards up there was just truly heartwarming. This is why I love to do what I do. But there's some people who, as we say, there's always an interesting question. It has been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So, Rashane, yes, you're young still, but tell us,
Yeah.
what were some of the mistakes that you made along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs listening to us here learn from those mistakes and your experience?
Right. Um, One mistake that we made, and I think it's a mistake that majority of entrepreneurs and small business owners make globally, it's that, and it's one of the first things we learned within the coaching program too as well, is that we need to learn to work on our business instead of just in our business. Sometimes we believe that working hard day in, day out is what will make you successful. No, that's what makes you tired, right? And demotivated, right? We have to find time to work on the business, because if you don't work on the business, I mean, there is no way possible, unless you're a lucky person or very blessed.
Mhm,
That's the only way your business will be successful. You have to
mhm,
find time to work on your business. And if you cannot do it, I'm really sorry for you, but you have to learn
mhm.
to or hire somebody that can. And even if you do hire somebody that can do that, as a business owner, you need to know your numbers. You need to understand the
Absolutely.
systems within your business. These things are important, right? So
Mhm,
one of the things I enjoy the most about being an entrepreneur is actually working on the business, right? I like to improve upon things. There's a thing that there's this Japanese philosophy called Kaizen that speaks about
mhm.
constant improvement. I was always big on Kaizen and researching on it and learning about it before we even came into the program. But then I realized it's something that Coach Marcel lived by too as well, right? So that's important. I I I am the type of person who likes to improve day in,
Mhm.
day out, right? It's the same thing with
Mhm.
the business. If I realize that something is inefficient in the business, I like to figure out the smartest way and the most cost effective and cost efficient way to improve that thing, right? So I'm big on improving the business, and I think every entrepreneur, if you are Kaizen minded, your
Mhm.
business will be successful. You have to
Absolutely.
constantly improve your processes. You have to constantly improve yourself. You have to constantly improve your team.
Excellent, excellent. You are so right. And that is one of the things that we see so many business owners doing, not focusing enough on working on the business, just outing fires, working in it. But
Right.
you are smart enough, Rashane, that as we started the program and we started to read the books and the learning, that you embrace that concept of I have to work on the business. Come, Dad, we have to work on the business. We have to get those things in place. And that is exactly why you earned that transformation award, Rashane. What you did with your business, you and your father together, was amazing. And also being one of the top three winners. So what I want to now do is, and so I just want to highlight your other winners as well who were with you. Because we have Nastasia, and she's from Homemade NKM Cleaning Services, and we have Kiddist, who is also from Jess's Gifts and Decor. So we'll be interviewing them as well. So these were the top three in the Scotiabank Vision Achievers 2022 program. But one of the things that we have now, Roisin, is that we have your we have your contact information, etc. But is there a special offer that you would like to make to persons who are listening today?
Right. So we want to waive our consultation visit fee because trust me, coach, we get since the coaching program and we've improved our marketing, we get a
Mhm,
ton a daily request for us to come in
mhm,
and
mhm.
take measurements of projects. We literally have to be turning down the work, right? But for now, we like to make a special offer, and we like for the first two persons to book a consultation visit for a kitchen cabinet project. They will get that consultation visit completely free. Normally, that's valued at $10,000, and you
Mhm.
can go to our calendar page and book your consultation visit. So the first two persons, go to our calendar page and click on that link and book your consultation. We'll waive that fee for you completely free.
Awesome. Awesome. And here it is, although it's on the screen, I'm just putting it down below again. So you can go to calendar.com/Somers Furnishing/consultation visit, or you can call 876-605-8772. So really, folks, I want everyone, as he's making this very special offer, to take advantage of this special offer that Rushane is making, because normally customers who would come on would be charged a 10,000 consultation. And then if you actually do go with the project, then that would be refunded to you. But in this instance, he's waiving the fee entirely. So whether or not you sign on with them for a project, which we know you will, you will not be charged a 10,000. So please jump online and take advantage of this opportunity. So the last question for you now, Rushane, tell us, what has been your brightest achievement to date in your young 24 years?
Well, my brightest achievement since leaving college, well, actually, I'm back in college now, but since leaving college for the first time, is actually coming into the business and helping my dad. First, it was just to help him out because I knew I was a bit better at him at certain stuff. But I've truly found my passion, coach. My passion is certainly business and developing and building businesses. So it's not just so much furnishing, right? But since I came into the company and working full time, because I've always helped out in the company in summers after high school and so forth. But since coming into the business, I can see where my impact has been made. The company is doing much better revenue wise. The company is doing much better cash flow wise. And the company is doing phenomenal marketing wise. but but I would say that that's truly the most impactful achievement I've made, because my father is getting older every day. Right, he's not an old person, right? He's pretty young too, actually, but um, just being in the business so that hopefully pretty soon I can make him retire from the business. That's the most impactful thing for me, and I cannot wait for that to happen.
Oh, Rashane, you're an amazing young man, an amazing son. I'll never forget the time when I think we had our conversation, and Rashane, you said to me, I want you to know just how much his coaching has helped, how much the program has helped me. I just sent my father on vacation for how many weeks was it again? 2?
I believe it was 2 years at the time,
Yeah,
right?
he said, yeah, this was me. He's sitting in the office. He says, I'm upstairs. I'm not down in the plant. They're doing the manufacturing. And I just sent my father on 2 weeks vacation. And I am sure that your father is absolutely proud of you, Roshane, and to have you in the business. And I am actually very, very happy to hear how much you have found your passion. And this is what you love to do. This is what we do. We help to build successful businesses and build successful leaders. So thank you so much for allowing me to
Sure.
interview, for you being able to share with so many others. And if you're sitting on the fence about taking this journey, please don't. Be like Rushane. Make sure that you get the help so that you can transform your business And I encourage you to actually contact us if you haven't yet about your next coaching program. Let us help you to achieve your dreams and to be successful. Thank you very much. And remember, tune in next week. We're going to have another set of business owners. Each week we'll have somebody else to share their entire amazing journey. So have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Coach.